Hi, I'm Chip. In my last video, I had an Amana washing machine that I couldn't repair. The spin tube had twisted off, it had rusted through, and it wasn't economical to repair. But in this video, I'm going to scrap it out, and you'll see how many parts I got out of it, and just how fast it is to scrap one out. So let's get right to it. Last video, we had a complete failure on this Amana. If you can remember, the spin tube on that thing has come apart, rusted through, come apart. On your old style machines, those spin tubes were made of stainless steel, and they didn't do that. They are just not making washing machines of top quality anymore, and you have things like that happen. So what we're going to do is part this one out. And I'm going to start with the old lid switch. Lid switches go out often, and when I'm rebuilding machines to sell, I usually get good used parts and put on it. But I don't, if somebody goes on, if I go on a service call, I don't put used parts on a person's machine unless they actually are having a real bad time and they request a used part at a discounted price. But I don't guarantee the used parts, but I guarantee the used parts on the machines I sell for 30 days, which is reasonable. I usually have good luck with used parts. I want to take these knobs off because they are good. Metal parts stay with that one. Okay. Goes back in here. Alright, we got 3 good knobs. This is a good part. I'll just pile everything over there. Now, I'll take this back part off. And I have a customer called me yesterday that's having a water valve problem, and he doesn't have a lot of money, and he asked me if I had a used water valve that I could replace his with, and I do, right here. Put that there. I accumulate a lot of screws due to the fact that I part out a lot of machines. Push a skinny putty knife in and depress these clips right here, and these clips right here are often lost and are a very good asset to your used part bin. A lot of people bring machines in and these clips are missing. So now go behind here. And behind here we have a pressure valve, a toggle switch, a control board, and a water valve. And we will deal with each one of these separately. So let's take this little clip here off first. Come on now. You're making me look stupid. I hate these things. Got some loose on it. Ow! Knuckle skin. Now it has a little tab. You don't want to break this little tab because it will not. It will just be an aggravation if you have a good valve with a broken tab. That tab right there fits in that slot there. We'll take this off. Here's another tab. Pick up on it, rotate it, and a good toggle switch. Yeah, I must have a 5-gallon bucket full of those. Alright, I'm going to take our head switch off. Then let's take all these connectors in the top row off. Here's our lid switch. Just push down on these two, push in, and here's our lid switch. Come on. There's one good lid switch. Let's put it right over here. Water valve. Put that out of the way. Power cord. Put that over there. A little tab right there. Just kind of pull it with your fingernail and lift that right out of there. Out of here, this blue one, lift it right out. Now this control board's got two clips back up in here. I think you can see them. You just slip a needle nose plier in the center, depress it, lift. And you come and do it the same on this side. When it's free, just lifts right on out. You got a good control board, a W106 36056 revision D, and this is just basically a piece of junk because nobody ever breaks those. So now let's get our Torx driver and take two Torx screws out. Yeah, there's a good water valve. Alright, we're going to take all these grounds off of this lid. Remove all this stuff. Let's make us a pile of parts. Some of our tools up. We won't need that again. We may need this again, but we'll know where it is. I like to put my tools away so I know where they are next time I need them. OCD that way. So here, told you I'd need them again. And we're going to depress this, push. Now we got a power cord. There. And we got a good top. And that top probably go to the junkyard with another bunch of metal. And before we take it off, let's get these clips right here. These clips are handy to have because they're missing on some. Put these with these other clips. Now we can attack this issue from the bottom. And if you're working on these, scrapping them out, if you grab the machine from the front side, it puts the water pump and everything up top when you pull it down. There we go. Let's get us a roll around. And what we're gonna need, 5/16. Big screwdriver. Need these again. I need this and this. Wow. I'm blooded. First blood. Let's see. Oh, I need a pair of pliers here. There we go. The first thing I want to do is take this. It's a good drain hose. Drain hoses, sometimes you'll get a machine from a customer or a scrapper and the drain hose is missing, so that's always a good part to have. And take one screw out here. And you have to depress this clip, push it in and out. There you go. But I like to take that drain hose completely off. Break it free from the grip it's got. Now, let's take the water pump off. What that guy's doing. Now, so we took the other screws out. We're going to disconnect the water pump. So I got us one good water pump, and now we're going to get a capacitor, a motor, and a shift actuator, and a splutch. We'll take the splutch off too, if we can get that main screw loose. And a guard. I've got a stack of guards. I wish somebody was recycling plastics. I could load them up with a lot of stuff. Now this is the one that rotates. If I can rotate it, rotates and pops out. Come on. Unplug it. There you go. And you see how it works. Is this little point right here fits in here. This little thing here, it makes a square shape, and you put it in there and rotate it down, and that pops in that hole. So we have us a good 45 microfarad capacitor. And we need my often used Phillips head. Find that little green screw in there. There we go. Take it loose. Take it loose. Reach it out. There's two tabs on the back side. I push it up both of them with my thumb and wiggle that out, and I have a good Now, I need, I think that's a number 10. It's not, no, not a 10. What is that? Come on now. That's it. What is this? That is a 13. I was 3 off. Well, I'm gonna have a tough time with this. Let's see, maybe I can hold it. I'd like to get that splutch off of there. Oh yeah. There, you got her, Chip. You got her done. Whoop. Used splutches are good splutches. Some of the new ones, I have gotten a lot of new splutches that don't work. They just, I don't know why, and I replaced them with used ones, and I never get a call back on it. So this is kept on with these tabs here. You just press them and pull them out. There's 4 of them. Might be just 3. It's 3. Always keep this, and this is how I do it. Take the splutch, spring, and the nut, and get me a zip tie. Not long enough. Not long enough. There's some long zip tie. I don't know. There's something in there. Doggone it. I mixed them up the other day and I shouldn't have. Yeah, let's see if this will work. I know what I can do. I'll put 2 of them together. And drop the nut on it. Got me a splutch. The mail's running. Now, just take the motor off. Motors are always easy to come off. I don't know why. They don't torque them down too hard. I got the $6 million man hinge. Remember the $6 million man, he was changing the tire out in the desert and he stick his hand in there. That cracked me up. I couldn't bend more. 12 or 13 watching that show. That just cracked me up. Every time I took a bolt out, I go till my dad said, "Would you quit that?" Yes, sir. Yeah. So we got us a good motor and all these good parts. We can put our tools away. And I tell you, I used to take the wiring harness off and the pressure hose and all that. I don't do it. I never have a call to use them. So I just send them to the junkyard. Always put your tools away and you can find them when you need them. So I got a good belt, shift actuator, a bunch of assorted fasteners, a guard, a water pump, drain hose, capacitor, a motor, drain hose, power cord, control board, splutch, lid lock, water valve body, pressure switch, and a toggle switch. Now I'll put them all away and gather these up. The rest of this goes to the boneyard. And is ready for to be taken to the junkyard, which you don't get anything for. Alright, good deal. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see y'all on the next one.